Also this week, the creators of Maniac Mansion have unveiled a new game, the spiritual successor to Maniac Mansion.
Gilbert.
Ron Gilbert and what's the other guy's name? Ron Gilbert's friend.
Don Gilbert.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
It's called Thimbleweed Park, and it's an old school classic point-and-click adventure game with made to look just like Maniac Mansion did. The idea is that this is supposed to be an old LucasArts game that someone just found in a desk somewhere that was never published and is now being brought out.
Same pixel art style,
like
same point-and-click adventure, sort of. They're trying to raise money on Kickstarter. The last I checked, I was actually super surprised. I mean, I think this looks rad, but they're trying to raise 375 grand, and I was like, oh man, I don't know if people are going to go for it.
To make this, but what do I know?
I mean, here's the deal. Like, I understand enough about game development. Like, I get it, right? Like,
Gary Winnick.
There he goes. That's why it's super expensive to make games. So I don't doubt that they need that much money, but I was just skeptical. I was worried that people wouldn't be willing to pitch it in.
So where do you know where it's at?
I don't know exactly where they're at, but the last I looked, it looked like they were on a good pace.
They'll make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And really, honestly, yeah, like we hinted at it, but that's not a lot of money to make a video game.
No, it's not at all. But like, I just saw, like, you know how the internet is today.
Sure.
Like, look at the art of it. You can make this. You can bang this out in an afternoon.
I can make this on my phone. I can make this on my brother's phone.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I was also
the art's really cool. I'm actually I'm surprised they went with this original style. Like, this is pretty awesome.
I love the art, and regardless of what you think about the quality of the art, one thing that you cannot replicate is the sense of humor and the wit of these guys. These guys are hilarious.
It is. Even the trailer is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's even muted right now.
But even their Kickstarter page is hilarious.
On one of the early episodes of Up at Noon, Ron Gilbert was here, and he talked about something very fascinating that has nothing to do with video games. He said that him and his wife watch their favorite shows on Netflix the way TV would program them for them. So they're like, well, we're watching Lost and Breaking Bad and Sons of Anarchy. So Monday nights we're going to watch an episode of Lost, an episode of Breaking Bad, and an episode of Sons of Anarchy. And Tuesday we're going to watch House and blah, blah, blah. So they never would sit there and like marathon through like 15 episodes in a row. It was like one episode a week.
So that sounds...
He had a TV schedule on his fridge that he made himself.
That sounds insane.
Yeah.
But then if you think about it for a second, it's actually kind of brilliant. Because it's basically like the way that other people watch TV, but they just get the best of everything.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine if every television show was one of the greatest shows ever made and you just got to watch them back
I would love to like read a book on just quirks on game developers like that, because that's such a game developer thing to say.
Are you caught up with Sons of Anarchy?
Yes.
I thought the last couple episodes are some of the best of the entire show.
They're turning them.
It's finally like things are happening.
They're turning the show around again.
The last couple episodes.
Well, they only have
really
there's 2 hours left to finish it all.
December 9th is the last episode. So yeah.
Unless they pull a Dexter and it ends with a zoom in on one of the characters and he's like, I'm in a Canadian logging community now.
Yeah, he's in a Canadian biker gang.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I will totally play Thimbleweed Park.
Maple syrup.
I'll totally play Thimbleweed Park come June 2016.
Yeah, you were saying that. You were already saying that seems so far away.
Yeah, a year and a half.
But like, here's the deal. We're only a few months away from 2015.
Still a year and a half away.
Well, so here's like the weird problem with crowdsourcing is that you learn about things way earlier than you do games.
Because they have to.
Yeah. So like if Ubisoft's like, we're working on, Child of Light 2, like I won't know about the game until like 3 months before it's out, right? It'll be at E3, they'll show us a trailer, and then it'll be like out this fall. But with Kickstarter or crowdfunding stuff, like they need your money now so they can make it in a year and a half. So you end up knowing about this for the longest time. And I don't know if that helps or hurts.
Yeah, well, it's like Far Cry 5 is coming in 3 years. And it's like, that seems impossible.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
But you won't know about it for another 2 years, so don't worry about it.
Yep.
I love that a game like this can exist and coexist alongside huge AAA.
Dragon Age, Far Cry 4,
It's fantastic.
Yeah, we live in an awesome era. So that can even happen.
There's an ongoing debate as to how good a year this was for video games. But that's another topic.
Save that for a future scoop.
Yeah.